Gate 14 podcast. What a goddamn weekend by the Toronto Blue Jays, man. Gate 14 nation, Toronto Blue Jays, everything was just firing on all cylinders. Avery, what's up, brother? How's Miami doing?
Good. I really wish I was at the Leaf game right about now, but nothing you can
You
do,
sure they're
man.
not playing?
Yeah, I'm
Surely
sure,
they're playing. They
dude.
sent it to overtime.
Within actually a minute, so it was probably 30 minutes. I got the notification from Ticketmaster that my tickets had been canceled, and
You hate to see it.
it just obviously I knew they were canceled. They weren't. There was no more games left, but it was just another kick in the dick.
You hate to fucking see
But
it. You
the
hate to see
my
it.
FIU baseball, nice little win against Charlotte. It's like they're closing in. They were 10th out of 10 teams in Conference USA going into this weekend, and I think they're 8th now, which puts them in the conference tournament with
So
the
they're
week
firing on all cylinders.
with a weekend at Rice next weekend to
You,
make it to the conference tournament.
They're buzzing. They're absolutely buzzing. You love to see it.
Yeah,
But
and
I wanted to.
Joe Girardi walking around FIU's baseball games looking like a cop as always.
Are you guys boys now? Did you say a word to him?
No, because I'm a Bryson Stott guy, I respectfully decided not to talk to him. I when they say if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. I didn't want to talk to Joe Girardi.
I can respect that. So speaking about interactions, let's go into the interaction heard around the world. Johnny G and Mark Shapiro. So did you originally not believe that happened when I tweeted that out? You thought I was just joking?
I kind of wanted to believe it was a joke, but I hadn't thought into it at all. I was just like, no way this actually happened.
Because a lot of people were like, are you joking? Are you joking? And luckily I was there with my guy, Spencer, on Twitter, who's just an absolute legend. Spencer and his girlfriend, Blue Jays Bitch, is her Twitter name. They met on Blue Jays Twitter, which is the most romantic thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's something else.
So anyways, this is what happens. I'm talking to Spencer. I'm mucking it up. And obviously there's a decent amount of people noticing me and Gate 14 is coming up to me, just shaking my hand, all that type of stuff.
Where were you at this point?
At the Corona Lounge. So I am beside the I'm beside the line at the Corona Lounge because Spencer just bought me a drink. Shout out to Spencer. He's an absolute legend, by the way. Man rocket. And I see a guy in a Blue Jays polo, not a quarter zip, with a posse around him, and I'm like, is that fucking Mark Shapiro? And he's just weaseling his way through the Corona Lounge. And so he starts his assistant kind of leads him towards me because he kind of has to go off the discourse to get to me. So his assistant leads him to me, and I shake his hand, and I'm like, Gate 14. I was like, I'm Gate 14. And then he did this weird snarly laugh, and I was like, oh, you don't know who I am. Whatever, that's funny. And his assistant's like, no. We know who you are. We were talking about you last week. You're Gate 14, all that type of stuff. And then I just looked at Mark Shapiro, and this is how my brain was just firing all cylinders. I was like to him, thank you. You're going to help me find love at the Corona Lounge. And he kind of gave me this pity, get the fuck out of my face laugh. But it was the funniest interaction ever because Spencer was like, did Mark Shapiro just shake your fucking hand, man? What was that? And shout out to his assistant. I don't know if she's listening, but just the most funny and the most Gate 14 interaction of all time. It was just it was all time. I couldn't believe it.
Do you think you put in your best effort there in that interaction?
Yeah, no, I put on a masterclass. I think I put on an absolute masterclass with Mark Shapiro. And the thing is his assistant.
How was his handshake?
It was firm. I gave him a firm one right back. I put all my forearms into it. And the thing is, his assistant, I don't know if it was an employee assistant, whatever it was, white, I don't know. She was loving the joke. She was laughing at the Corona joke. And I was like, yeah, I remember you guys did a PowerPoint on my tweet and stuff like that. And the thing that sucks is it wasn't even a banger. It wasn't even really one of my good tweets, right, Abe? It was the one. I'll find the tweet.
Well, I remember it was on the Rogers Center Jumbotron.
Yes, they had my tweet on the Rogers Center Jumbotron.
One retweet, 7 likes. I was like, how did they find this?
Yeah, no, it had 1 retweet, 18 likes. And I said, if falling in love at the Corona Lounge is wrong, I never want to be right. Put it on my tombstone. And I think they noticed it because Gate 14 retweeted it. And that's where they saw it. But yeah, we're boys now. Me and Marky S. I mean, that's the homie. It was just wild interaction, and then Spencer couldn't believe it. Shout out to Spencer, by the way, an absolute legend. It was just I couldn't believe you get these little signs when it's like, all right, we're doing something special here. That was one of them. When I was just like, I couldn't believe it. And then he shook my hand and all that type of stuff. And I was just Mark Shapiro. He's just so fucking tall, dude. That's an underrated thing about him. Maybe I'm just short, but he is so tall.
Should we look up his height?
I don't know if they have that.
I'm happy for you because that seems like an awesome time. It's just like having someone else there that witnessed it as well.
Yeah. So I can't lie. And having Spencer give me the seal of approval that he would tweeted it and saw the interaction between us. How tall is he?
Says he's 5'9".
That's just no. I promise you that's not true. I promise you that's not true. He is not 5'9".
Says
maybe I was just starstruck. You know when you're starstruck a little bit and you see someone, you're like, wow, that dude's tall, man.
Wait, do you guys have the same birthday?
May 4th?
Oh, wrong month. My bad.
I should have brought that up then. No, we didn't.
No. He's April 3rd. I thought you were maybe April 4th.
No. So yeah, shout out Mark Shapiro. It was an all-time interaction. And
do you think he wants to talk to you again, or is he like done with you?
I'm trying to think. I don't know where he's at with me. Because listen,
relationship, you guys are like
you talked me off the ledge, though. You talked me off the ledge because I said this guy definitely fucking hates us. But you were like, why? Like, we get them more fans, and I guess
we're pretty much Mark Shapiro's employees the way we talk about the Blue Jays because there's not a lot of bashing of the team right yet. The team is good enough where we don't need to bash them consistently. Yeah. So it's like we are a catalyst for him to make more money. So if he hates
we're bringing more people to the Corona Lounge.
So if he hates us, he's an idiot.
Yeah, that's a good point. That you talked me off the ledge with it. Maybe he doesn't hate us. So it was just
maybe when you start like calling for his job, he'll hate you, and like telling him he should die.
I've never called for Mark Shapiro's job. I'll say that. I've never done that. But it was like I said, it was just one of those things. And by the way, fellas, credit to me for not drinking last night. I went out to my roots, Little Italy, and I want to give a shout out to this place because this place is. All my listeners out there, all my single listeners out there that want to impress, that want to woo a girl on the first date, there is a pizza like a pizzeria, like sit down pizza place. You can obviously get other stuff. It's called Danny's in Toronto. This place will leave the greatest first impression. I'm not even giving a free hat. He gave me a hat. He knew who I like. He knew the gate 14, all that stuff. He gave me a free hat, all that. I'm not saying this because he's our guy. I said this right when I got into that place to my buddy Dodson. I said, this place is the greatest it's like the greatest first date place on the planet. It's a small little hole in the wall Italian restaurant, like pizzeria. They have wood oven pizza. The bar, like it's literally such a small place. So you have to reserve so fucking early, and it's worth it. If you are thinking about taking a girl on a first date and you want to woo her, or a guy, whatever it is, and you want to woo her, you take her to this motherfucking place, Danny's. Avery, I'm telling you, buddy.
I'm looking at it right now, dude. It looks very normal. The food looks great. The inside looks like a hole in the wall.
It is that's the beautiful thing about it, though. It's like it's exclusive type of thing. I couldn't believe it. I was at a place. I was wearing Gate 14 stuff, and I was like sober, and everyone was fucked up there. But
there's a lot of drinking going on there.
Yeah. There's a lot of drinking going on there. It's awesome, man. I'm telling
you.
The
food looks fantastic.
Oh, it's Avery. We're gonna go. Listen, we're gonna get the bag this summer. Those who know. We're gonna go there. Dude, I am telling you, if like.
So you're saying my current financial situation can't afford things there?
No. It was cheap. My buddy Dodson had 8 drinks and it costed him $54. I couldn't believe it. Like, it's all time. I'm an advocate for Danny, so we're not going to obviously keep beating that horse here, but you better get your ass to that place if you want to impress a girl, and maybe leave me with a little bit of a fucking review and let me know what you thought. Say Gate 14 sent you. I couldn't believe it, Ave. This is a guarantee. Scatterbush is done. That's no more a first date.
Well, you've changed your tune here multiple times on the first date talk.
What do you mean?
You said Scatterbush was your spot. Like,
it is. This place swept me off my feet, man. I couldn't believe it. Danny's is the spot. Make sure you go there. order whatever, dude. I couldn't believe it. There's so many good looking. It's my roots. I'm Italian. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful place. And another thing that I want to piggyback off of this week, I'm addicted to giving free tickets away. I'm addicted to it, and I can't get enough. I can't get enough, Abe. I'm addicted to giving away free tickets.
My mom asked me at some point. She's I guess she sees all the stuff on Twitter. Well, I know she sees all the stuff on Twitter. She goes, "Did Johnny give the tickets away?" Like, what do you like? I fell asleep for a little bit. I woke up. I was like, "What do you mean by that?" He's like, "Yeah, the tickets to someone." Did you?
I gave away.
Someone?
I wish I was joking. I gave away 20 plus tickets this weekend. Dude. So it was like a snowball. So I got originally by our guy. I'm gonna shout him out. I did a video on him. I mentioned him in the video. Let me
use
find
his full name or just first name.
No, Jake McKee. So Jake McKee gave me these insane tickets, 200 level behind the plate, first row. Those are the ones that I originally wanted to do. Like I did those. I did the giveaway and the wheel spin. And then I just started getting flooded with DMs. I got free tickets too. Do you want to get?
Did you just say you did a wheel spin?
Yes, for the Jake McKee tickets.
Oh yes, okay.
Yeah, I had over 100 like entries to it.
Yeah. You're right.
So so I did that, and then I just started getting hundreds of DMs. Just, hey man, I have free tickets. Like, do you want to give these away too? And I was just like, yeah, dude, I am addicted to giving away free tickets. I just continue. I keep getting DMs. And now people think I'm just the DM guy, the ticket guy. If you are asking me for free tickets and I didn't do a tweet or anything like that, you're not getting any. You're done. You're out of the sweepstakes. I am giving it to people that, one, are deserving of it, that just like do the stuff that we say, like retweet, all that type of stuff. And two, just don't ask for it. Like they'll DM me and stuff like that. And one guy that was lucky, so one of our listeners who I gave free tickets to today, row 1 in Kikuchi's corner, his mother's in a wheelchair. So he was just like, "Are you sure you want me to get can I have these?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess you can." There's no wheelchair section there though, but he's like, "We can see if we can get upgraded." So luckily Rogers Center upgraded them to sit in the 100 level in the wheelchair section, him and his dad. And he was like, "Man, this was awesome." Like my mom could not be more happy. She hasn't been to a game yet this year and like seen the lounges and all type of stuff. So I do enjoy doing that. And obviously a couple other listeners went with their moms and tweeted all that type of stuff, that the free tickets that I gave away and stuff. So I just want to say, I hope everyone enjoyed that. Obviously it'll keep coming. We're going to keep getting DMs about this and stuff like that as well. And also I want to say thank you to all the listeners that just DM us. I have free tickets, Johnny. Send me your email. I'm going to send them to you, because this wouldn't be possible without those listeners. So it's just kind of full circle. I'm glad to do it. I like getting obviously the thank you Johnnies and stuff like that. It's awesome. But also it's thanks to the listeners for being able to do that for us and stuff like that. And you guys are obviously the best, man. So it was awesome. It was just a good weekend, man. Maybe, Avery, can we say this was the best weekend of the year, probably? Just based off of the team that they played. Maybe the Yankee Stadium series when they won this year, but the Yankees aren't they don't move the needle like the Braves, man.
They didn't sweep them. Them. No, that was pretty good. The Rays series, similar as well. I think when the Rays were undefeated coming into the Rogers Center, I definitely think that was another good series as well. But the weather starts to get a little nicer in the city, right? It was beautiful this weekend, was it not?
Oh, dude,
it looks sick.
We're not massage. Listen, I know we get that comment that we're misogynist, all whatever. The females that were at the Corona Lounge this weekend were absurd. And I'm just saying, I'm just respecting, like, literal beautiful, like, and a lot of the pro baseball players that come here and stuff like that, they say Toronto has the best looking women, and I agree. A lot of the pro baseball guys do say that. If you're a female listening to this podcast, give yourself a little tap on the back, man. Stick taps, snaps and claps, because it was A game this week. It was an A game. You love to see it.
It's like a pregame for the bars, man. That's what I was saying before. At that,
Avery, I'm telling you, man, this has to be. I'm gonna just talk to you individually. This has to be the summer of us. We got to start ripping Toronto and mingling with the people, because I'll tell you what, those scenes were electric when I was down there. It was, and I wasn't drinking. I was sober because I drove down there with my car and stuff like that. But what a time to be alive, man! Rockstar shit.
Yeah. So I wish I was there this weekend, man. But I ended up going to Marlins Stadium, Lone Depot Park, whatever they call it. I tweeted out that I still haven't gone to a stadium that's worse than Rogers Center yet. And one guy chirped me. I said I've been to like 10 of them. He's like, "You've only been to 10?" And he just laughed at
So
me.
he's
He's like,
stadium shaming.
yeah,
That's
like
sad to see.
what the fuck? We live in Canada. How the fuck am I supposed to get to a ton? Yeah, he's also money shaming me that I haven't gone to a ton. Marlins
Yeah,
Park
that's
in a horrible spot, but goddamn, is that stadium beautiful? You get in there, the seats are big. It is so nice in there.
but there's no one there though, man.
That's the trade-off. That's the trade-off. You have a cat shit team, and we got behind the plate tickets for less than $20, like 19 rows up. So it's like the trade-off. You had an awesome space, but they don't put money into their team, and they're horrible. So it's like, okay, I'll take the bad Rogers Center for the good baseball.
And I will say this: what the Rogers Center lacks in like just the scene, not the scenery, but just it's like a concrete slab, like we always say.
I think, yeah,
it makes up for with just how electric it always is in there. Like, especially when this team is good on that Saturday game, man, it was packed and the vibes were insane. Everyone was happy having drinks. I loved it. It was a good weekend, man. It was a really good weekend. And
you went just Saturday, right?
Yeah, I had tickets today, and obviously I just gave all them away. But I probably should have went today. That would have been cool. But we got good live stream footage. And the TikTok's blowing up. TikTok's back. But yeah, it was all time. And we got to talk about our third mic on this fucking podcast, JR. Do you think he even watched an inning of Toronto Blue Jays baseball in the last week and a half?
This year?
No, the last week and a half.
No, because I was with we watched the Kikuchi Red Sox start. He was on at the bar, but I don't think he watched much of it. And then again, he's driving from Toronto to California. I don't think our friend JR is making any time for Blue Jays base. His brother is, though. I'll tell you, Kyle Roach is watching Blue Jays.
Kyle Roach is a rider. Kyle
Roach wore Gate 14 merch to Dodger Stadium today.
Yeah, rockstar shit. JR is he's turned into fucking Zach Hampel. He was at Wrigley a couple days ago, Dodger Stadium today, went to the Vegas Golden Knights game on Saturday or yesterday, I guess technically. It's the funniest thing ever. And that's just what JR is.
JR is a very opinionated person. I cannot wait to hear what he has to say about that trip.
Yeah. We'll see. It's such a long drive. So a couple of other things that we have to talk about. Jersey game, full uniform game Tuesday. And Avery's talking crazy in our friend's DMs here. He's saying, so Avery's going potential cleats? No, you can't.
I mean, I don't want to do it so much that I want to make it hilarious that I'll do everything
and
I can.
Obviously, Avery, I have like a funny visual that we should do is like you and I like celebrating a home run, just fucking jumping up and like this, and we can just tweet that every single time the Jays launch. But yeah,
I know we're gonna be like walking up the concourse into the 500s, and I can't do that in spikes. I can't possibly do.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough look. But
because I have the cleats that I wear are Bryce Harper's brother's cleats. They're the only cleats I have still, and they smell horrible. I've worn them.
I wouldn't do it. Just wear Just wear turfs or something, man. That's what I'm gonna do.
It would be so funny though.
It would be funny. I will give you that. It's just,
but it's all concrete too. Like me slipping and falling at.
That's
some
what
point.
I'm saying. And I will say
we have to do a hot dog eating contest again, right?
Yes, I will be recreating the running up the ramp video.
I mean, I
kind of got one today. Kind of running it downstairs, but I will be recreating that for the people. That we got requested for that on TikTok. People are fired up for it, man. People were screaming that at me yesterday at the game. The full uniform stuff, because I made a TikTok about it, and like people are pumped for this full uniform game, man. I'm gonna say it right now. This is gonna be the best vlog we've ever done. I don't think it's even gonna be remotely close. Judah, I don't know why. By the way, I keep fucking up our video guy's name. I keep saying Jonah. It's Judah, and no one's correcting me on it. Judah is driving to my house. I'm contemplating getting absolutely banged the fuck up at this game.
Wait, what?
He's driving to my house.
Yeah.
Right. Getting dropped off. I will drive us to the game. I might weasel my way to Judah driving me all the way back home to his car. I might finesse that. We'll see.
Isn't he in high school?
No, he's like 19, I think.
Okay.
But even better, if he's 18, he can't drink. So it's going to be even cooler.
Yeah. No, I got to go to work till 5. So I'm going to be getting there right on time, sadly.
Oh, you're going to meet us there?
Probably.
Oh fuck!
I
Wait, why
know.
don't you just drive to my house?
I could probably do that, but I'll be getting to your house at like 5:30. So
Oh fuck!
we're gonna be cutting it close.
All right, that's gonna be so goddamn funny seeing you solo missioning it. To the people are gonna catch the joke of it. They're just gonna see a dickhead in a full uniform.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna go high socks too, for sure. I was thinking stirrups because that's just the guy I am.
Yeah.
But well, the thing is I'd have royal blue stirrups, baby blue jersey,
Yeah.
white pants. Just, and I don't even have a Jays hat. I
Yeah.
don't own one.
Yeah,
So
I'm buying one on
Are you?
Monday. Yeah. But anyways,
can you get me one, man?
Yeah, I will. I'll fucking send you an e-transfer request. Just tell me your size. But yeah, no, a couple. So yeah, I mean, all-time weekend. Oh, maybe my favorite weekend of the year because you predicted the Jays go 1-2, which is that made old takes exposed to the moon. That was the worst take I've ever seen. That was that was
the
good
Braves were the second best team in baseball against left-handed pitchers. I thought we were going to lose that game today.
That was a good old-fashioned waxing by the Toronto Blue Jays, except obviously today's game maybe. But yeah. But let's go game by game here, man. So Friday, the Hound on the Hound on the goddamn mound. This guy, and we just keep beating a dead horse. He hasn't given up a run since the first inning of the Mariners game he pitched.
Dude, that's when I was on my flight to Mexico. That's how long
he hasn't given up a run since in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's so long ago. And it was bullshit. He shouldn't have even given up runs.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, imagine what his numbers would be if that didn't happen. Like if the umpire didn't fuck him.
And think about his first start too.
He is. We gotta give the guy his flowers, man. It is a pleasure to watch that guy pitch every 5 days, right?
Yes.
It's just the pitch mixes, the 69-mile-an-hour curveballs, that pitch he threw to Sean Murphy, where Sean Murphy was so early he could have did a double swing on it. It's just, we are so lucky to have this guy. And I think Toronto Blue Jays Twitter is maybe starting to realize that, I guess, but he is so goddamn good. And he's facing Garrett Cole on Wednesday. Bring it, motherfucker. Bring it, Garrett Cole. We want Garrett. I can't wait for that game. That game might be an hour and 20 minutes. It's gonna be just a masterclass between two pitchers going at it.
So if you took away that one inning against the Mariners, you'd have at home, he'd have 25 and a third innings, only 4 earned runs at home.
Damn it, he's so good. He is so fucking good.
He's only giving up a 128 average at home so far this year.
He loves Canada, man. And he got like going up against Spencer Strider is not easy. Spencer Strider had 11 strikeouts that game.
Spencer Strider is a freak.
He is so good. And for Chris Bassett to pretty much say, I don't care who the fuck I'm playing. Like, he went toe-to-toe with Spencer Strider and threw the first complete game shutout for the Toronto Blue Jays since Mark fucking Burley, who's it was the definition of a masterclass, and that's what the Jays needed after losing 2 in Philly, man. That's what they needed. The Hound to go CG Shuddy with 8 punchies, man. He made the Braves hitters look so dumb. He made them look so stupid.
A 2-hitter in 9 innings from a guy who's pitched to contact is crazy. It does say something about the defense as well. That was pretty good. That's just like a really good baseball game. If you go there and you don't think you got your money's worth seeing that shit, try again. Try another sport because baseball's not for you. That shit rocks.
The thing is, I'm so happy he got, like, obviously he got the win. He went CG Shuddy, but I'm just so happy he got at least minimum run support, right? Like 3 runs is enough to usually win a baseball game, especially when you have like your number 2 guy pitching, right?
No, three's usually.
Yeah, well, three's kind of, yeah, I guess whatever. When you have a guy throwing that good, I guess what I'm trying to say is when you have a guy throwing that good, 3 innings or 3 runs is way more than enough when the guy's as dialed as he is. He's insane.
When he's not going to allow any runs for sure. But you just, again, the pitch mix. He threw that sinker 51% of the time.
Really?
I don't know how much that lines up with what else he's done this season, but I think that's the most he's thrown it in a long time. And I wonder why. I wonder if it was against, if
Maybe
it was
it's just
because it was
maybe the
Atlanta
matchup.
or because of what he's just seen with the stuff he's doing.
Maybe it was the matchup, man. But I'll tell you what, God damn it, was that awesome to watch. That live stream ruled. By the way, shout out to Tyler Matzik for joining that live stream. That was awesome. The listeners loved that.
How was he? I didn't get to.
No, he's awesome. He was a little bit delayed, so I don't know how to pause my TV or anything like that. But he was a little bit delayed. But no, he was awesome. He was answering listener questions. And he actually reached out to me first about that.
No way.
He's like, he's like, let's do something this weekend. Obviously, I'm home fucking rehabbing. Like, if you want me on stream, like, I'll be here. And I was like, oh, dude, I'm doing one tonight. Do you want to hop in the 5th? Like, do you want to hop in at some point? He's like, yeah, I'll come on the 5th. It was awesome. Yeah, it was cool to see. And just what he said was really interesting about Chris Bassett. It's something that we were kind of reiterating. It was just, it's hard to prepare for him as a hitter because you really don't know what's coming. And he could go through a lineup, and he's a veteran pitcher. And he got to see him a lot last year, obviously, in the NL East. So Chris Bassett is just, I mean, that's a guy that's going to take the ball every 5 days. He's going to give you a really, really, really good chance to win, especially after Kevin Gossman. And Brandon Belt. Brandon Belt is raking, man. Brandon Belt is he's all time.
Let's do the last 2 weeks thing.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
our friend
let's
Brandon Belt.
BKB propaganda. Brandon Belt. In Brandon Belt's last 7 games, he is 10 for 22 with 1 nuke, 4 RBIs, and 4 walks. He's hitting .455 in his last 7. His last 15 games, he's 15 for 47 with 8 RBIs, 2 home runs, and a .319 batting average. Let's motherfucking go, Brandon. This is the guy we paid for. This is the guy we paid for. You want to talk about a complete 180 from a guy? This guy, he looked like he couldn't hit a beach ball.
We made an FBI terrorist watch list graphic.
Rightfully so, though.
100%.
But he is. We talked about this when he was struggling. He has the long. Is there a stat you can search on that, Avery? He has the longest at bats I have ever seen. And maybe listeners can back me up on this. Every single time I'm watching Brandon Belt, it's a 3-2 count. Every single fucking time. It's insane what this guy's doing.
Yeah, so I'd have to go to his. I don't know if there's a leaderboard for pitches per plate appearance. But I can tell you Brandon Belt's. 1 second here. I just have to do some quick mental math, which will never go well.
Yeah,
he's just a vet, and I saw the one. What game? I went back and watched some of the highlights of the games. What was the game where he just got dotted in the knee and he didn't even realize he got hit? That was a Strider start.
Yes.
He just got like dotted up by a slider in the kneecap and didn't even hurt him. Just ran his way down. I laughed out loud when I saw that.
This is another thing about Brandon Belt, and his dick is shown in every single picture he is in. This guy has got to. It's insane. I want the listeners to do this. Every single picture you see Brandon Belt, there was another one today of him celebrating with Jano or something like that, and you see it's like staring you in the face in every goddamn Brandon Belt picture. Can we get this guy a cup? Or can we get this guy some tape? Please? I get violated every time I see Brandon Belt's fucking dick in a picture that's.
Yeah, the one of where he had his hands over the air is like St. Louis or something.
No, Pittsburgh. It was
Pittsburgh. Sorry, just full on see his cock.
Yeah, it's like can we figure this out? Can we like edit this? Photo edit this? We're in the year 2023. Can we fucking edit out Brandon Belt's dick in every picture?
Brandon Belt averages 4.58 pitches per plate appearance this season.
That's a lot. I feel like that's a lot.
100%. That's a lot.
It's impressive. And honestly, that's a guy.
Well, that's because he wasn't swinging at anything to start the season.
He should.
He was just getting deep into counts because people sucked. It was like the Jack Flaherty start. He was like 3-2 every time.
Yeah, it's I can't get enough of Brandon Belt. When he's raking, it's so funny because He's laying down bunts. It's just insane what this guy's doing. And that game was a test to it, man. Bottom of the order, little 1-for-2, got hit by a pitch, then immediately got pinch ran for. It's all time. And you're looking at that bottom three of the lineup. Brandon Belt, Whit Merrifield, Kevin Kiermaier. Those are three guys that have been exceeding expectations by a crazy amount. So, especially in the last 2 weeks. Whit Merrifield's looked pretty good this year, way past expectations, obviously, for me. The guy had 5 stolen bases this weekend. Whit Merrifield. Did you know that?
Nope.
He stole 5 bases in a 3-game series.
We're gonna find out 6, 7, 8, 9 how good that is.
One guy that's the thing, it's going to get held down a little bit because they do put Espinal at the bottom there, and Kirk has been struggling a lot too, right?
True.
Yeah, so it's going to be fluctuated a lot, but it's just that game Friday absolutely fucking rocked. Spencer Strider is so good. It's a tough loss for him, man. You hate to see that. The guy absolutely he shoved 11 punchies against like one of the best offenses in baseball, and he gets the loss. You hate to see it. But yeah, anything else from that game, Abe? I mean, there was really nothing much to say there, I guess.
No.
Let's go to Saturday's game. That Saturday's game, Jose Berríos didn't have his best stuff, obviously. Didn't have his best stuff. Gave up a nuke, 3 walks, couple earned runs in 5.2. That guy being able to just work around it is something he couldn't do last year. Now he's able to pitch like shit and kind of finesse and finagle his way around it. I'll say it, man. He put the Jays in a good spot to win that game, and they ended up winning that game. That's the best. That's the most you could ask for from a pitcher. He went 5 2/3, 2 earned runs, 6 hits, whatever. He put them in a position to win the game. 5 innings, 5.2, 2 earned runs. That's all you can ask for from this guy. And his ability to work around that, a terrible appearance, didn't have a terrible command, is why I think this Jose Berríos is giving me a little bit flashbacks of 2021 when he was really fucking good for this team.
Yeah, no, you see some of the Springer playing right diving play. He's just fired up too. Definitely a little
Jose cares.
He does. He definitely cares as well. The most caring rotation all of baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays, and you can't tell me otherwise. But no, when there's runners on and the ball doesn't go for a double in the gap, it's like, thank God, because you'd usually kind of expecting that from what you saw from him all of last season as well. And then you do it against a good lineup as well. That's a good stepping stone for him again to me believing in Jose Berríos like we want to, right?
Yeah, and then obviously the shining point of that game was Kevin Kiermaier. You can make the argument he was the reason they won that game. Hits a little bloop single, turns it into a double on Ronald Acuna Jr. It's just
so ballsy too. It's like, hey,
against a guy with one of the best arms, right? I think Acuna has one of the best arms in baseball.
It's got to be up there. I mean, rocket arm.
I was so ballsy what he was doing.
He looked him right in the eyes because he was playing right, and he was like, okay, I'm going to run to second base, and Acuna's like, okay, I'm going to throw the fuck out of this as well. And
see, the thing is like that's the spark plug you need. Like I know we call Jano the caboose and all that type of stuff, but that's what you need at the bottom of the order. A guy that's just like gritty, that's going to punch you in the mouth, and that's going to do stuff like that. And if you watch, and I think the video came out, Kevin Kiermaier, like you said, Avery, on that hit, he was going to the entire time, which is psychopathic shit. I will say that. Like, I don't recommend anyone else on the Jays do that, especially on Ronald Acuna Jr. But he was thinking 2 that entire time out of the box, and he said, fuck it, why not go for 2? And what happens? He weaseled the double. He scores. The Jays the snowball starts. And that you win a baseball game that you had no business winning. I mean, the offense was just lackadaisical that entire day, pretty much. And then Kevin Kiermaier does that, man. It's
speed adds a different factor into baseball games. I feel like it gets you down pretty quick when a speed or a hustle play really changes the energy of a game as well. So especially when you got gritty guys at the bottom of the lineup, like Jano can't ever do that.
No,
right? It's just if you see Jano round that hard, go to second.
The only guy that could probably do that in the lineup, I think, is
Whit. And Whit
and him.
And Bo, I think, can do that. But we never see Bo take it to the next gear. I think he's way faster than he is. Never see him like really go.
He's
run
usually just
full
trotting the bases. That guy's
100%.
a freak.
But
Yeah,
Jose Berríos, man, we got sinkers from him, and a lot of them.
what was his? He gave up a nuke on a four-seamer, did he?
He threw 15 four-seamers for 15%
Yeah.
of his pitches, and he threw
Yeah.
42 sinkers, 42%.
So they're starting to make adjustments.
He,
Like, I swear we've been saying this for like 2 years, though, or like a year and a bit.
yeah, I
Just
mean,
throw the sinkers.
it's like the high performance team, advanced analytics team is giving Pete these charts, this data, and it's just covered in fucking Heineken by the end of the night every time. He's just not reading them. He doesn't care for it.
I'm just happy it got to him at least by like end of April, because I will say this, Jose Berríos has looked awesome. Besides that Red Sox start maybe in Fenway, man, he's looked fucking
Toss
good.
the Red Sox series out, man.
Yeah,
Everyone
they're cheating. Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's unbelievable to see.
You love to do this. Let's do your updated confidence rankings of Blue Jays pitchers.
I think it's the same. I think it's Gausman, Bassett, Berríos, Manoah, Kikuchi. I don't know what. It's just it's a weird list because they're all pretty good. Kikuchi was really bad today. Really, really bad today. When he's bad, he's really fucking bad. But
he was also put in an impossible position again. Like, this Braves team crushes lefties.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a hard start to look at, but I hate to say it, but Manoah and Kikuchi are tied for me, just based off of confidence level with how wild Manoah has been.
Tied for fourth, or would you say they're tied for last?
Tied for last. Okay. I would say you could go with either or at last, and I think that's just a crazy list, but Bassett is like clear as day. He could even make a push for one. I know Gausman's obviously really, really good, but fuck, that's a good problem to have, man. Two veteran pitchers that have been absolutely shoving against good teams. It's a good problem to have.
Yep, absolutely.
I love it. And then we got to talk about Jimmy Garcia, man. We got it. He tried his hardest to lose that game on Saturday. Bases loaded.
Who saved him though?
This fucking Swan saved him. Our guy.
What
Garcia,
do you think was his deal? So I didn't see it in live time. What do you like? Explain to me his outing and what
with Garcia.
Yeah,
inability to locate. That's one. I mean, 2 walks.
Oh yeah, you can look at zone percentage of these pitches.
Yeah, it's just inability to locate, giving up cockshot singles that should be sent to Mars. It's a miracle he got 2 outs. I will say that. I couldn't believe he did that, because that was when the Mark Shapiro interaction happened. So I was watching on the TV at the Corona Lounge. So I said to Spence, I was like, "Oh, we're done. It's over." And luckily, I got back up to my seats for Swanson, and he is so goddamn good, Eric Swanson. This guy comes in the game, Eric Swanson, with a 1.33 ERA. Is that good? Haters out there, Blue Jays dad. He goes 1 2/3, 1 punchy, 1 walk, clean slate. Keep the change. Keep the fucking change in a close baseball game. Gets the well-deserving win for doing that. And I think that's the best he's looked this year. And it's obviously hard to pick it, but against a lineup like that, Eric Swanson comes in. Let me pull up the box score here, because I think it was this.
Well, let me do the Yimi Garcia quick look at what's changed. The four-seam fastball was one of the best pitches in all of baseball last season.
Yeah.
And he's throwing it 13 percentage points less this year.
Why?
Great question, Johnny. So last season, his four-seam fastball had a batting average against of 127, and his sinker had a batting average against of 222. Expected batting average is going to be higher. Yeah. This season, his four-seam fastball, batting average of 273, but an expected batting average of 204. His sinker has an average of 286, which is worse, and an expected batting average of 250. I don't understand why he's throwing his sinker, a pitch he didn't even have in 2020, the third most.
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's
in the slider.
He's looked terrible. He's looked terrible, bro. He's looked absolutely clinically terrible. Just not good at all.
That weird pitch that he's throwing.
Yeah, but I mean, It just, yeah, I don't know what he's doing. They better figure that out real quick because he just keeps getting thrown in high leverage situations, which I don't get. But we got to talk about Swanson again. He comes in the game, Ave, bases loaded, I think it was, or yeah, bases loaded. He comes in the game and he strikes out Eddie Rosario and gives up a weak pop up to Ozzie Albies. Bases fucking loaded, 1 out, and he does this, and then he comes out next inning. Walk, fly out, double play. That's
He seems
and then
he's been awesome. He does seem to get like a lot of double plays and a lot of like bailout plays, which is always a good thing to get. Helps you get lucky. Let's look at okay. So his batting average on balls in play this season, 128.
Jesus Christ.
So if you were a stat nerd, Johnny, you would say that's due for some regression at some point.
I'm not going to say that though.
Should. Yeah, like that's criminally low. He had a 1.68 ERA last year with a batting average of balls in play of 295. Like,
yeah,
more than double what he has right now. He's throwing his fastball harder than last year too. Ground ball percentage, highest of his career. His left on base percentage, again, you're gonna have some regression here. It's not gonna be a ton. 98.4%.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
So I, for one, would be awesome to see these. Like, I'd be super pumped to see these numbers continue, but it surely will have some regression at some point. If not a full season of no regression, I'd be the happiest person on planet Earth.
I can't believe 98%. That is fucking stupid, bro.
Yeah,
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No, that's why he's doing awesome. And again, he was elite strikeout guy last year, 11.74 strikeouts per 9 innings. This season, 11.07. He's everything we've wanted and definitely more.
He's as advertised, and the Jays fleeced. I'll say it.
Teoscar has been horrible, sadly.
Yeah, terrible.
Not even not sadly, actually.
Yeah, and then I'm happy. I want to give props to you, Avery. You talked me out of this take. Thank you for talking me out of saying Romano's done or just not good. He looked insane.
I was just trying to give you some context that I think everyone hates their closer.
Yes. I mean, 3.38 ERA still, which is obviously not that good for a closer.
But again, if you give up 2 runs in 1 inning, it fucks your ERA because you only.
That's a good point. I mean,
you only throw 1 inning.
He was unhittable on Saturday. Legitimately unhittable. He faces. This is the impressive part. And this is how you talking me off the ledge helped me, because he comes in the 9th. He has to face the 1, 2, 3 guys in the order. Acuna, Olsen, Riley. Acuna, weak ground out to third. Olsen, punchy. Riley, punchy. That's what your closer does. And he looked incredible. Absolutely incredible. Jordan Romano.
Like probably the best you've seen him, you think?
Yes. Like the most confident I've seen him too. Because he's a crazy person. In his 100%. Mind, he was like, this, I have to shove here.
If you're not a crazy person as a closer, like,
yeah,
I'd be shocked.
Another impressive thing, I didn't even know this. This was the Braves' first road series loss this year. Wow. And by the way, the
Blue Jays are, I believe, 9-0 against the Braves
since 2021. Yeah. And another cool thing about the Jays, they're 12-3 at home this year. And Vladdy doesn't have 1 home run at home.
That is I saw that too. I couldn't believe it. Also, I was watching YouTube highlights of the games.
Yeah.
And Buck Martinez, in both of the YouTube ones that only show 8 minutes of a 3-hour broadcast, Dan Shulman and Buck Martinez repeated themselves 2 times on different stats. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it was
the Braves scored so many runs in the first inning. They repeated themselves multiple times.
Yeah, it's I guess when you have time to kill up there, I guess you do that. But
100%.
Let's go into today's game. Kikuchi wasn't great, but this is my thing. This was a weird not great though, because he had no walks. So he was just giving up a lot of hard hit baseballs on cock shot sliders. That ball that Acuna hit in the first inning has not landed yet. That ball was absolutely shot on, Avery. Shot on. That ball just won't land. No, it won't land.
I mean, they were ready to hit fastballs, it looks today, because they averaged an exit velocity of 101.1 miles an hour on his four-seam fastball.
101?
Yeah. But they were also swinging and missing a decent amount on it. His zone contact percentage was only 43% on fastballs. I saw like Matt Olson miss a middle.
Oh, yeah.
At some point.
He could have given up a couple more balls.
But you're talking about the changeup and the slider. When they were swinging at changeups and sliders in the zones, they did not swing and miss one time all day today. And he threw 30 of those. So
that's not ideal. That's not ideal from our king. But I will say this: he's been decent. 5 quality starts from your 5 guy.
But again, hey, you're not wrong. The Blue Jays fucking won the game again.
Exactly.
This wasn't how many innings did he go? 2, like 4.
4, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he went 4 innings. 4 innings, 9 hits, 4 earned runs, 7 punchies. That's a Yusei Kikuchi stat line.
Yeah, we're used to that. This team has been ready for that start all season because he saw it all the time last year as well. But it didn't blow up on him totally. If this was 7 runs through 4, this team doesn't win this baseball game. Your team's done. So kudos to him for keeping it close enough. He got rocked. Tough start.
But the bullpen picked him up.
Again, that's baseball. That's what playing on a team is. You're not playing golf. If one guy sucks, you have 24 other players on a roster that can make it better.
We got to talk about that bullpen, though, Abe. I mean, 5 scoreless today against the Braves. 5 scoreless. And it was Anthony Bass, JJ, and it wasn't the best guys.
Yes.
None of the big dogs pitched.
So I'm seeing Bass, Jay Jackson, Trevor Richards masterclass, Nate Pearson. I hope he stays up because
he has to. Simber's a bum.
But you can't move. Jay Jackson's up.
But Jay Jackson was really good today too, man.
Jay Jackson can't. Sorry, I might be talking out of my ass. Nate Pearson has a better chance of just going out and throwing 4 innings when you need him
than Jay Jackson. Jay Jackson's the odd man out, obviously. But
I believe.
Yeah, so. Anthony Bass, clean slate. Jay Jackson.
Who else is hurt then? Who am I fucking?
Zach Pop.
Yeah.
But Trevor Richards today, and you were in stream when I was saying this, you were in the chat. His changeup is insane. I do not know.
I was not in chat
this
today.
Guy
so if someone made my name in chat today, kudos to them because I definitely wasn't there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was not there today.
That was not you?
No. No, I wasn't there today.
So it wasn't you, and Jackie Redmond wasn't also in the chat.
Well, no shit with that.
No, but what I'm saying is with that is Trevor Richards' changeup is insane. He went 2 innings, 3 punchies today with 1 hit and a walk.
He throws it so much. It's awesome.
I do not know how that guy gets rocked. And maybe you can give me the answer, obviously. Oh, Johnny, it's the fucking fastball he throws that just gets absolutely slaughtered every time he pitches. I would just throw a changeup. I would go full Marco Estrada. Just go 100% changeups.
Dude, go on his Baseball Savant page.
Why? Is it terrible?
No, it's like incredibly good.
I'm confident Trevor Richards. Someone talk me off the ledge. Maybe you talk.
Okay. Guess what the batting average against his fastball is?
What is it?
350.
Oh my God.
And it's 176 against his changeup.
Wait, he only throws 2 pitches?
Yeah. He hasn't thrown the curveball once this year. But it's worked, man. This is the best he's looked in years, probably.
So here's another stat, Avery. So his expected batting average on his changeup's 119. That's fucking crazy.
Even better than it, yeah. His expected batting average in general is top 6% of the league. And his average exit velocity against top 7% of the league. I mean, his strikeout percentage top 6% of the league. For a guy I said that should be working at Domino's, I think he's done a good job.
Yeah.
He's been fucking
He's a
great.
good guy. Like, He's not bad, man. Like, he's a decent guy you could just throw out in like the 5th or 6th, and you don't really know what's going to happen here. He's not a high leverage guy, but he's been fine, man. He's been really good this year. He's another guy that's kind of off the terrorist list with Tim Meza. Tim Meza way past off the terrorist list, obviously.
Yeah,
but he's been really good.
Minister
list. He seriously is. But
dude, 26 strikeouts in 16 innings pitched is nuts. Again, we need to look at some of the leverage he's been put in.
Yeah,
because if you come into the game when the game's pretty much over, thinks that changes some at bats for sure. But fuck, he's been good.
Yeah, no, he's been really good. And another thing, today's game was the Brandon Belt game heard around the world. When he laid down that bunt, I could not believe my eyes when I saw a Brandon Belt just with his stance and then just immediately just push a bunt perfectly down the third baseline. And Austin Riley was like, what the fuck, dude? What the hell, dude? It was the most all-time thing I've ever seen.
I didn't see it, so I need to find video.
He's a goddamn weasel. He's all time. He's all time.
Did you like just laugh out loud when you said
on stream? I was like, everyone was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I couldn't believe it.
How good was the bunt?
It was. Let me say this in a respectful term. Who's a good bunt? It was Billy Hamilton-esque. Okay. It was breathtaking. It was like watching a dolphin jump out of the water. That's what it was.
Okay, I need to go on Twitter and find.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. Holy fuck!
You gotta see. I don't know if you'll see it on Twitter, Avery. You won't. You won't be able to. I tried to search it because I wanted to retweet it.
Is your video of him.
Yeah, I wanted to see. You're gonna have to rewatch that. Like, maybe they'll do it on like Blue Jays in 30 or the highlights, something like that. But it was all time. And the Brandon Belt 3 for 5 today to help the team win a baseball game is all time. Especially when you have guys that usually produce, not producing, like Matt Chapman 0 for 4, Bo Bichette 0 for 3. Like all these guys that are usually carrying your team, not producing. And then you have guys like Brandon Belt 3 for 5, Jano 2 for 5, Espinal 2 for 4. It's just, that's when this team is firing on all cylinders, when the little guys are picking up the big guys who aren't producing. And that's why I'm saying this is the best weekend we've had, in my opinion.
You also just tweeted something crazy today, which I don't know if I disagree. You know what I'm talking about?
This is the best Toronto Blue Jays team in my lifetime. I don't think that's a crazy take, bro.
I also don't think so.
Listen, for the people punching their steering wheels right now, I tweeted that this is the Toronto Blue Jays, who are currently 24-16, I think 24-16. This is the best Toronto Blue Jays team of my lifetime. Let me give you a background on why it is. The outfield defense, the starting pitching depth, the veteran presence in the lineup of guys that are going to do stuff for you, like Whit Merrifield, a guy that's just stealing bases, 5 stolen bases this weekend, like I told you, Avery. Kevin Kiermaier at the bottom of the lineup, who has a career resurgence. He already has double WAR what Aaron Judge is right now. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I read on Twitter. The bullpen, being able to have guys you can mix around there and throw in different situations. For example, like Nate Pearson today, a guy that gave you a 0 in the 9th inning. That is what I'm saying in terms of this is the best team. This is the best Blue Jays team of my lifetime. In well-roundedness, I 100% believe this. I 100% believe this. And it gives me vibes of just this scrappy team that's just not going to go away. I know we had that last year a little bit maybe, but this team is so resilient where they're always in games. They're always in games, and they're going to always give themselves chances to win games, and they're going to blow the odd one, obviously, just like every team does. But you got guys like Trevor Richards carving. You got guys like Jay Jackson giving up 0s. Nate Pearson, a guy who obviously with the control issue stuff giving 0s. I don't know what more to say. Jose Berríos, who struggled last year, has a career a complete 180 resurgence this year. That is what I'm saying. I truly do think this is going to be the best team of my lifetime so far. Obviously,
I can't totally disagree with you on anything you say there. Hopefully we can back that up in the wins column where it just be like the most wins since we've been born, and that
Exactly.
totally goes out the window. If we were playing in the National League Central,
It would be
the
we'd clinch
National
the
League
division
is a
already.
fake league. I can't believe
We'd clinch the division. We'd clinch the division already. If we were playing in the fucking Central.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
insane.
I cannot believe the Pittsburgh Pirates. They are horrible, horrible team.
Terrible.
I mean, I swear someone tweeted they were 20-6 2 weeks ago. Now they're 21-18, something like that. I don't know if those were the correct numbers.
That can't be real. That is insane.
I don't know.
I hope to God that's not real.
Exactly were the numbers.
Those Pittsburgh fans out there, man. That's sad.
The Pittsburgh fans know exactly what that's like. They are used to that. But no, I would love to be in the National League this season because the American League East is just
ridiculous.
The American League Beast,
AL Beast.
Like we just got
absolutely ridiculous. What? I mean, the Jays are 24-16, and they are 6 games back of the division.
Okay, they wouldn't be. They'd only be leading one division. That would be the Central.
But they'd be at the top of the wild card.
100%. Yeah.
So it just we're gonna have to come to the reality here, and I know we're speaking too early. The Jays are gonna have to face an AL East team in the wild card series. And it's gonna probably be I hope it's the Orioles because I just love that little rivalry the Jays have now with them, just like the weird Brian Baker stuff with I don't know. The Jays are gonna play an AL East team. That's just the reality that we have to face. I hate to say it, I hate to see it.
I mean,
that's what's gonna happen.
I don't want to do a wild card again, man.
Me neither. But the thing is, Avery, the wild card, you have the momentum with you going to the ALDS, and you see this right now in the NBA with the play-in game, like the Lakers in the conference finals, stuff like that. And so same with the Heat. I don't know. Listen, this team is good enough, in my opinion, to succeed wherever they're at. I'm just it just sucks that they're just winning games and really not gaining any ground on the Tampa Bay Rays, who just continue to skull fuck teams. But going back to today's game, Jano might be back. 2 for 5 today, 1 for 4 yesterday, a double yesterday, a home run today, and 2 singles today. He's seen the ball weather more, and I think what he's doing is he's going back to being pull heavy. I think what he was doing at the start of the year was he was trying to be this opposite field hitter, try to be like these, not a Kiermaier type, but just a guy that's like a finesse hitter going oppo and all that type of stuff. He's pulling baseballs now, and he is hitting baseballs hard. And seeing him have success, obviously, because he's my guy, you love to fucking see it. And we're going to be dropping off some Gate 14 stuff to him this week, so that on-field picture is going to be fucking bananas. But it's the bottom of the.
I'll reiterate what you said with some stats here.
All right, here we go.
The last two years, 2021, 2022, waiver runs created plus of 105 and 21, 140 in 2022, and his pull percentage those 2 seasons 60% in 2021, 52.3% 2022.
Yeah,
and this season 46%.
Wow. So that dropped a lot.
He's never gone oppo more than he has this year, 26.7%.
And another thing, giving a little tire pump to the bottom of the order, bottom of the lineup today went 7 for 14, man.
That'll help you win.
7 for 14, and then you got Springer 2 for 5 with a nuke. Vladdy 2 for 5. Chapman's really struggling at the plate again. Not looking too good right now, Chapman. And then he made 2 errors today. He's really Scott Boras is fucking punching the table and shit when he's seeing this. Negotiations, man. But obviously he's gonna get paid wherever he goes. But the player of the month curse, man. Player of the month curse. You hate to see it. Where do you stand with this before we go into the Yankee series? Where do you stand with these people standing outside the stadium for 3-4 hours for a fucking bobblehead? Where are you at with that, Dave?
I personally would never do that. But some people, is it because they're resellers?
I don't know. That's the thing. I'm not quite sure.
But it is always cool when you'd see someone who has bobbleheads from way before. But I'm not patient enough to hold on to something.
I can't sit in the line and just stand there.
I already have too much stuff as it is. I can't just keep piling up bobbleheads.
Yeah.
But Yeah, bobbleheads aren't for me, but it's definitely sports
If you're a
memorabilia.
reseller of bobblehead giveaways, you're a fucking bum. I'm gonna just say it. You're a bum. You're the same
We
autograph.
we didn't
You're
even
the
have the remember we went to St. Louis and we both just didn't take the bobblehead and
yeah,
some
like
guy.
and it was like a legendary bobblehead too. Like it was like Albert Pujols, fucking Yadier Molina bobblehead, and we were just like, "You're good, man.
Well, I
We
didn't want
don't
to like
want these."
carry it around the whole day too. It's
That's another thing. This might be a bad take. I think they should give the people the bobbleheads as they're exiting the stadium.
probably a better. I don't hate that.
I don't know if that's a bad idea.
Why would that be a bad idea?
Should the giveaway be done? And this might be Johnny Galaxy brain.
Well, you would think it makes the people stay the whole game.
Whoa.
Did we just fix giveaways?
Did we just fix giveaways? Oh, we might have just fixed giveaways. I'm gonna clip that and people, the people are gonna come up with these answers on why they don't do it.
Well, I think they'll give us an actual answer, which will be nice.
Could you imagine leaving a game? The Jays just lost like 8-1, and
You
you
have to
have
stay the
these
whole
miserable
time.
stewardess, like these miserable fucking employees handing you Blue Jays bobbleheads because they have to stay after the game. Holy shit, man. It's just it's all time. That would be all time. So let's go into the Yankee series. Our sons, Avery. Manoah
bro.
has what?
Little bro.
Little bro. What's up, little bro? Manoah has a chance tomorrow to do something great. He's not facing Garrett Cole. He's not facing Domingo Germán. He's not facing Nasty Nestor. He's facing fucking Burrito. If that's not a mismatch, I don't know what is, Ave. I do not know what is. He better shove his goddamn nuts on the table tomorrow against the Yankees, against this bum Burrito. And if he doesn't, he's going to get verbally assaulted by me. I'll say it.
Yeah, his best start of the year has been against the Yankees, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Hopefully he's just the Yankee Clipper. That's who he is.
Yep. Allen from the other guys.
Yeah, exactly. It is. You hope it's a mismatch. I think he kind of lines up really well in our favor for the pitching matchups.
Except the
Garrett
Thursday one. No. Actually, yeah, that's a good point, Ave. That's a really good point.
So I think like not having Gausman go up against Garrett Cole is a good thing for the team. And I think Chris Bassett can beat him. Yeah,
me too. You're right. I'm looking back on this. This is a really good pitching matchup for the Jays, man. Domingo Germán
Johnny Burrito's a fucking bum.
He's a shit bum. The Jays better win by 100 tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll say it. They just lost by 10, sadly.
Yeah. People are going to be coming back to the YouTube comments body bagging us. Yeah. But no, listen, the Jays, you better show the fuck up against Johnny Brito, Alek Manoah, please. And then what a treat we get for the full uniform game. Looney Dogs, Kevin Gausman versus Domingo Germán. Chef's fucking kiss. Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
It's we couldn't have planned this any better, Ave. This is going to be all time. I think Nasty Nestor is going on Thursday against Berríos. Right? With that?
And then that would be Garrett Cole and Bassett then, yeah.
Garrett Cole, Bassett Wednesday, and then Berríos versus Nasty Nestor on Thursday. I'm assuming. I think that's what it would be because I know Nasty Nestor might have pitched Saturday. I don't remember. No one's tweeted the probables. I think they did a TBD for Thursday or something like that. But I'm gonna say Jays take 3 or 4, keep it rolling. Why not? Yankees are cold. Anthony Rizzo, by the way, is just absolutely raking. I
hate that he's still good. I kind of hate Anthony Rizzo in general.
I love Anthony Rizzo. It just pisses me off. He's on the Yankees. He's such a good guy to root for. It makes me so goddamn angry. He's on the Yankees. It does. It really does. But big series, Ave. This is a big series to kind of separate themselves.
This is where you make the ground up. The divisional games.
Yes. This is where you make the ground up. And I just confirmed it. It is Nasty Nestor on Thursday against Berríos. So that's another good game that lines up well for the Jays. I'm going to say 3-1. I'm going to go 3-1. Jays beat the Yankees here. I am. I'm going to say they win the Manoah game. They win the Gausman game. They lose the Berríos game 4. Because Nasty Nestor has been actually kind of figuring it out a little bit. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. They win the first three, lose the last one.
Okay, I'll go 2-2.
Yeah, that's fine.
2-2.
Honestly,
Happy.
I'd even take 2-2. It just kind of sucks doing that at home. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah, it just
I
sucks.
wouldn't love it, but
Yeah,
I think
6 more home games for the Jays, though, man. Like
who do they have on the
Orioles
weekend?
after. This is the Jays do not face a team below 500 until June 19th. What the fuck?
I mean, if you come out of this like second in the division, it is the biggest win of all time.
And that is what I am reiterating with this is the best team ever. If they can figure out a way to just even play above 500 for like this big stretch, because I think the stretch here they have this. Yeah, I just looked. This is an insane stretch. They have the Braves, who obviously are a wagon. They just swept them. Braves, Yankees, Orioles, Rays. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, this is an important stretch. This is where again the ground gets made up, or you get shoved in the dirt. Sadly,
Yeah.
so
And then
if you're like 3 games over 500 in this stretch, pretty happy.
same. I'll be ecstatic. I don't know if that's a word. Ecstatic. But yeah, massive series, man. I'm excited for everyone to see this vlog. Judah's gonna put his fucking work in on this. I'm pumped to see it. And next time you will hear from us will be Thursday after the Yankees series, man. So hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed this weekend, man. I know I did. One of the most fun weekends I've had all year, just content wise, everything wise. So you love to see it. And Gate 14 forever. Make sure you tune into the full uniform vlog. We'll be pumping out fucking content for that. The videos, everything. We'll do the Stone Cold walking entrance, all that type of stuff. So love you guys. Gate 14 forever. And let's have a goddamn week, everyone. Any other words, Avery?
No, love you guys.